Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Next Generation YouTube channel. I'm here with myself, Kiwis, and Paddi, the COO. I'm the COM,
Yo, it's me,
and
Paddy.
we are here to rank some Overwatch characters. So we have all of the characters right now from the very start of the game to Echo. So let's get this started. Where are we gonna put this boy right here?
Yeah, it's definitely F tier.
I'm sorry.
One of the worst characters in the
Oh
game.
yeah.
Really difficult to play.
Yeah, totally. So,
He's F tier.
you think so? You think so?
100%.
Okay,
Like everyone resorts to soldier if things go wrong.
that is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Like you could be having fun and stuff will go wrong, and you're like, gotta pull him out.
Yes. So, what about this horse right here?
Other than the fact that she's fucking thick, I don't know, I'd probably say like B tier. Like she's alright, but she's not like the best shield character. You know, if you want shield characters, you'd preferably go for someone like, especially Sigma or Ryan. Her shield goes down like straight away if they got like decent DPS. And other than that, like if things go wrong, she just turns herself into a rock. So,
Personally, I would put her down at C tier, simply
well,
because
we can
of.
leave her there and move her up in the later in the video.
Yeah. Okay, we'll keep her at B then. All right, so Zarya then.
I can't play her, but she is like really good. Like she's really OP. Like she self heals. You can protect her teammates. You can boost her damage up by you shooting at her. Probably A tier, but very hard to play. It's a very hard to play character.
Yeah, I would say A tier, simply because of her health pool is not big. It's not big like other tanks. So it's better for her to be. If it was like if her health was like at 500, then I would have put her in S.
Yeah.
But
I don't think she could like be up there, you know. But she's a good character for sure. It's just
Totally.
because of the game to play.
okay, Torbjorn.
Torb, it's just a meme, isn't he? Really. But like I've seen people get like plays with him. He can get all his health back with one of his moves. He does a really decent amount of damage. His ult now is really, really good. God, I don't know. I'll probably say like put him in B tier with like a close friend Arissa there.
Yeah, I might move him up to A, closer to the end.
Yeah, well, like we said, you know, we can change people around. So.
Yeah. Okay, so Sigma, the one who has the feet.
Yeah. He's probably like A tier, dude. Sigma is pretty good at the game. Like he does a really good amount of damage whilst also shielding.
I don't know. Sigma,
Yeah,
I think he doesn't his like okay. So his projectile like shooting default thingy, I don't think it does. I don't think it has a good amount of range, and I don't think it has enough. Right. However, I don't think it has enough splash damage either.
Yeah, but then you got to think he also has his massive boulder throw, which kind of makes up for the splash damage.
Yeah, but that barely does any damage. It just kind of stuns them.
Yeah, but you got to think you can do really good combos with him.
I guess, but also like all of his abilities have a really big cooldown.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. That is true. Well, no, not really. Well, his shield is probably one of the best. You know,
his shield is pretty good. Simply because he can do all of his abilities through it.
Yeah.
So
would you say big tier then?
Let's put him in B. Yeah, let's put him in B for now.
I think I might move that. We'll see. Reaper. Now, I'm a Reaper main, so I would say S tier. I think that should be where he should go because he self heals really quick, can literally take out tanks all by himself, can go in and do like team wipes with his ult, can teleport around, and can phase through any projectiles.
Yeah, I mean the buffs that he's had with his ghost mode phase through thing, that he can like you can cancel it at any time during the animation.
Yeah.
And with his teleport being way faster than what it was like a year ago. Yeah, I would probably put him. I would probably put him like.
He's S.
Yeah,
he is.
He has to go an S.
If you were to 1v1 Reaper and Soldier, who would win?
Depends who. If Soldier has range, then it's Soldier. But if it's close up, then Reaper.
True. Yeah, so they're equal in their own way.
Plus, yeah, he self heals too when he hits anybody. So like.
Yeah. But then so does Soldier. The Soldier has his little healing button thing.
Right, but that's not a passive. That's also a move. So like, if he uses it and like, it doesn't. Yeah, like he's done anyway.
Yeah, if you know how to play Reaper and you can teleport behind the Soldier, get a flank on him, then you'll win 100%.
Okay, Baptiste.
Right now, if we're talking about him being a healer, he has really good splash damage, but other than like, he also does good damage as well. His ult is alright. I wouldn't really say it's really good ult. It's just you need to know how to place it well. But based on the fact that one of his moves is literally immortality, he's like minimum B2.
I was thinking more A because he has the
minimum B.
Yeah.
B. Okay, so he is a really good character.
He has the immortality field. He can shoot people and heal people at the same time.
Yeah.
His headshots. If you hit 3 headshots on a person, that's 150 damage.
Yeah. And as well as that, he also does this like where you can crouch down and jump really high.
Right. Yeah. His passive. Yeah. A tier definitely. Okay, McCree.
Okay. So, I've played McCree recently, and if you know how to play him, you can go around and out of every character, you can go around and take out anyone. His health is obviously only at 200, but his gun is like a sniper on its own. You can literally like one hit people at 200, 250 health. Then he has a stun. But his ult alone, not only is it one of the best ults in the game, but it also puts like a cold feeling down your spine when you hear it and go, you know you can die. You know, no getting away from that. I would say like 8. I would. I don't know what you'd say.
The only thing about McCree is that he falls into the category like that if you can't aim, you can't do good with McCree. So like, yeah. I would say, honestly, I would put him near B because I've only really ever seen McCrees that are good when they can aim really well, and that's not a lot of people on console.
Yeah,
I would say if you play on PC with McCree, then you're. I mean, I would say it's probably S tier, honestly. But yeah, we'll put him in B for now. Ana.
Healer wise, you have to aim really well. It's only like you say to me, don't play Ana unless you play keyboard and mouse. Damage wise though, like you can beat some people, but only people that don't really have to play the game. I would say she might be like one of the first like C tiers.
Yeah, I would.
Console,
you cannot play Ana if you play on console. Honestly, I've only seen maybe like 2 Anas ever playing Overwatch that were good on console, like really good. Yeah. Her sleep thing, waking up. Annoying. It's annoying. It doesn't do really much. I mean,
especially if you're like on a dive and you sleep someone, one of your teammates are going to hit them again. They'll just wake up again.
So
You know,
here's the thing, right? With Ana, I don't think she does enough damage
no,
because
because you need to
she
shoot
needs to
her
hit.
four times.
First off, she doesn't have a head. She doesn't have a headshot like hit. You can't headshot someone and get more damage from it. You know.
Yeah,
So with these squishies like Soldier or Baptiste that only have 200 health, she needs to shoot them 3 times to kill them.
or 3 or 4. Yeah, and
Now,
also like
if she hits her little debuff on them, then it's only a debuff and then shot once, and then she'll kill them.
but my thing about the debuff, it also heals there, but she only gets that every 10 seconds, so she doesn't really self-heal too well either,
Right.
you know? Like, Arda really relies on her other healer to heal her as well, and having good DPS. I honestly, she's a worthless character.
I honestly think
fun to
she's
play around with.
one of the weakest healing characters, honestly.
Yeah. People only play Arda when they want to do DPS.
Right. All right, let's
Okay,
go
May.
with May, yeah.
80, 100%.
Okay.
You know, she can self-heal up to like 200 health, which is really good. Obviously, the only downside of that is you have to wait a while. She's really good at like blocking off teams and all that. So if you're playing like objective, she can kind of win the game with a simple wall placement. And other than that, her ult, like you play May a lot, her ult can clear a point, you know?
I believe her headshot, if you hit a headshot with her ice, I believe it's 150 damage.
I think it's 150 to 200, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that ice seems to do a lot of damage on the head. I think sometimes even I've taken out like McCree's and, you know, soldiers with just one of them.
A body shot
Play,
is a 75. So
yeah.
And she gets how many shots in one
3.
magazine?
Oh, loads.
Like 7 or
5,
8, something
yeah,
like
5,
that.
6, 7. There's quite a lot, yeah.
So basically, if you're below if you're 250 health or below, if she freezes you and hits you in the head, you're done.
Yeah. As well as that, though, like May is one of them characters like Reaper that can go up against a tank and has a high chance to win.
Right.
You know, and as well, like even without her self healing, she can keep on freezing you to the point where you just don't know what to do. You know.
Right. She's really good. I would say she's right next to Lucio with being able to hold a point really, really well. Like making contesting a point.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, Farah.
Okay.
Honestly, one of the most annoying characters. Really easy to if you have long range a hit scan, then she's dead. You know. Health's crap, and damage wise, like the only thing that she does that is really high damage is her ult. But they even like debuffed that. So
yeah.
I would say like D tier. You know, like she's actually pretty useless now. She used to be like really good when she used to deal like nearly 100 damage if you hit you in the head with like a rocket.
She only does a really good amount of damage is if you direct impact someone with a rocket. But the splash damage, even if you hit them like a centimeter from their foot, is doing like 25% of that damage if you hit them like dead on.
Yeah, she's not very good. Like the only thing good about when you play with Farah is if you get like a Mercy pocket in for Farah. That would be the only time where Farah would be really good.
Right.
You know, other than that, if you have a soldier, May, McCree, Orisa, Torb, Ana, even if you have any of them that we've already gone through, Farah's going to lose. You know. He's only really good against short range people, but even like Sigma could put his shield up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a very good character at all. And like I think it was you took out a Pharaoh as like Junkrat. That shouldn't happen, but it did, you know. She's not a very good, and she's quite hard to control as well. Like you can fly up and then you fall down and you're in the middle or somewhere else, you know.
Right.
Okay. Let's go on to the next one then.
Doomfist.
The Doomfist, if you know how to play Doomfist, you can pretty much beat most characters in the game. And all of its moves do damage. It's slam, it's jump, it's shot. It is DPS to the max, really. I would say like A tier.
Sure. Because
If you think about it, if you manage to stun like a May, Doomfist could beat a May.
I mean, he has one of the quickest kill times, like killing people. So I would probably stick with A. He can put out a lot of damage really fast. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll keep him there.
Diva, like she's like one of them characters when you start the game that you play, but she's really good. Like you get 2 lives or more if you know how to play her well. She does unseen damage when she's just as her like little diva.
She does enough, as much damage as Mercy with her gun, but she has a higher fire rate. Yeah,
and as well, like she can, like with her whole like what they call it, where she can like cancel out projectiles. She can do that with things like Ryan's hammer slash, Moira's orbs. She can do it with stuff like that.
Yeah.
She can fly up. Her ult is probably top 3 in the whole game. Like when we were playing yesterday, her ult cleared like pretty much every point of the game we played.
However, her ult is really easy to avoid in high elo games. Like you're not going to see a lot of Diva play the games.
True, but then at the same point, Diva can just like when I sometimes play Diva, I can go in and I can take out people just by playing Diva. Pretty much win most 1v1s if you know what you're doing. Ult-wise, it can still be good if, like yesterday, for instance, when they shot it up in the air. If a pro player is playing Diva, they can still do unreal damage. I would say like B tier minimum. It's mainly.
You know what? I'm gonna put her in A, simply because all of the stuff that we mentioned so far, and then when she does her defense matrix, she can also do rockets at the same time, back at you.
Oh yeah, true. And then rockets, they only added in like not even a year ago. So
yeah.
She's very good.
Hammond.
F tier. No skill to play Hammond at all. You just roll into a ball and start swinging around. There's barely any damage at all. The only good thing about Hammond is it's old. Because you can kill quite a lot of people if they're on a point.
Well, people have. Okay, so he would have a good ult, right? If as soon as he ulted, right, and the bombs were activated instantly, right? But there's like a after you ult, there's like 2 seconds to get out of the area before the bombs activate.
Yeah, but you're still not fighting his case because he's a ridiculously crap character. Oh, F tier, 100%.
Okay, so I would say, you know what? I want to put him in D tier though.
Why?
Simply, okay. He gets on a point, right? A point like B point on watch point, right? Or not watch point. Freaking Volskaya. And he just spins around. And he just spins around. And he can hold it.
Well.
And he can just hold it.
If you're playing like a Lucio, or if you're playing a Roadhog, or anyone that can kind of stop him spinning, he's going to die straight away.
Yeah.
I'll agree with you on D tier then.
He can hold a point really well if you don't have the right characters. He can escape from situations really fast.
If you know how to run away and get healing packs, you should never die with Hammond in my eyes.
Right.
Because Hammond can literally, like yesterday, we were going up against people, and they'd play Hammond, then they'd just run off and come back with full health,
Mm-hmm.
And I guess you're right as well, because if you're in a situation where there's like 5 seconds left and the enemy team's about to win, you can change the hand and get to the point in like 2 seconds.
Right. We'll keep Junkrat.
A tier, top A tier, 100%.
Okay.
I think the only thing, like, he's good, but he doesn't have like a big magazine, so that can sometimes hold him back. But he's like really good. But I feel like I've beaten him as like all the characters in above, you know. And as well, his ult can easily be like cancelled out,
Right.
especially in like high tiers. There's no point because they'll know where it's coming from. They'll shoot it and it'll be gone.
Basically, Junkrat is Pharah, basically. However, with Junkrat, if you are close up to them and on the ground with him, you are going to end up dying. But with Pharah, on the other hand, if you're on the ground with her and you're close up, she's going to end up dying.
Yeah, because she does damage to herself, which Junkrat doesn't.
Right. Junkrat, I think it has. I think his only back. I think honestly his only thing that is not really that good is the insane drop off of his rounds, of his bombs, when he fires them. Like, so you have to aim them even. You have to aim your shots even better than like a Pharah playing.
Yeah, no.
But that means if you hit them, they do bounce even on top of that. If you hit those shots though, you can take out a crowd really, really easy.
Yeah, well, as well as that, like 2 of his balls, if they hit you directly, you can kill straight away. If you're like,
I mean, one of his balls and a mine will kill you.
Yeah.
Or even better, with a squishy, a trap and a mine will kill you.
Well, that's the thing. Like, one positive to him is he like, if you know how to play Junkrat, you know how to place traps like near where health points are. So like a lot of the times when I see people play and they get to low health, going to a health point, but because Junkrat placed the trap, they die off.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, you know, there are a couple of downfalls, which is why he has to be 18.
His mines and his traps stay there when he dies. That's a big thing.
Yeah, another positive, but you can see him and shoot him out.
The mines, I would say, yeah, you can see them really well, but on some maps, the traps like kind of phase into the ground, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, if we were talking about Junkrat a couple of years ago, when they had like, where we only had one of his like, not jump pads, little like mines, it would be like C-tier, because he was crap, but no. But he's definitely A-tier now. But he
has 2 and he doesn't damage himself.
Yeah, and you can like, another thing about him is he can like jump up really high. You know, he can get above a team, shooting from above. You know,
right?
Like if you know how to play him, you can play him really well. Like I've seen you go and clear points with like 5 people just as Junkrat. So anyway, let's move on.
Reinhardt.
I like, if I had to play Shield, I'd preferably play Rein. His ult takes quite a while though to like prepare.
Mm-hmm.
So like you can easily like boot him out of the way and kill him really quick, or you can avoid it. But as well as that, it doesn't really do much; just puts you on the floor. Does a little bit of damage, but that's pretty much it. I would say like his hammer, if he gets you in a room, you'll probably die if you're like small.
Yeah.
But, other than that, he is like strictly meant to stay on point, keep his shield up, and let the DPS do their job. I would say like,
how much does his hammer do?
It's not a lot. Like if I was playing like Soldier, it's like 3 to 4 hits. It depends on where they hit and the type of swing he does. So if he has his 2 types of swings, the second one does more damage than the first.
Right.
So you know, like, and also
his fire strike is like 125, I believe.
Yeah, but nothing is really like good. Like there'll be no chance of him doing one thing to take out someone at full health.
Unless okay, here's a big thing though with Reinhardt though. His charge does 300 damage when you smack him into a wall. That's essentially a full charge Doomfist.
But you got to hit it, and like when I play Lucio, I can boot him out of the way,
right?
And that works a lot. And like steering him as well is really hard. But as well as that, you've got to get distance on it as well, because if he charges and you're right in front of him, that won't do 300 damage. That will only do like maybe 100. He needs to build up that charge first.
I would say B.
I
would say B.
As well as that, though, when he's doing his charge, if you're playing like a Vegeta or someone like that who can like stun him as well, it cancels it out.
Right.
I agree with B, but I was just saying that,
Okay.
Winston, I would say like S tier.
What?
No, sorry, no, C tier, not S. Sorry.
Okay, I was about to say I agree with C. I thought you said
I mean,
that.
like,
Oh no.
He's pretty good at like getting on a point and I guess keeping it contested because he's got 600 health, the same as Roadhog and Winston and Hammond. Sorry, his weapon though does like no damage. It's like a pretty crap weapon to be honest. Like
his bubble shield has a really low health.
In honesty, he needs a massive like buff. You know, they need to increase a lot of stuff with him. But like, no one plays him. You know, like if I was to go into a comp match right now, no one would play him. You know.
Honestly, I feel like the cooldown. I'm gonna put him in D because I don't think he's all the way in F.
No, I would say
there's only one person that I'm gonna put in F, maybe two, but Winston. If they were to shorten the cooldown on his jumps to be like the cooldown of when he has primal rage, and to either up the health count of his shield or decrease the cooldown of his shield, then he could easily be B tier.
Yeah, it's just they need to fix him. Okay, let's move on to Zen.
Really high damage. Really high damage.
If he charges up, then balls take out like 300-400 health if he gets them all headshot. Or sometimes even I've seen him take out like Roadhogs, 600 health. If he hits you in the head with all of them charged like 5 balls, we can take. I think they're like 100 to 105 damage each.
His Discord orb works for the whole team, so you take how much more damage? Like.
What? You mean if you hit someone with? I think it's like 25% more, which is quite a lot if you think about it.
Right.
And as well as that, it lets you know where they are on the map.
Mm-hmm.
His healing. The only downfall with Zen is his healing. Other than his ult, you can only heal one person at a time, and it's not like the greatest. You know.
I would say I want to put him in low A tier.
I was going to say B.
You think so?
Yeah, like anyone at the top could beat a Zen easily.
Yeah. However, with Zen, I feel like his. Okay, first off, his ult. If he ults, you're not dying. The team will not die. Like it's impossible for them to die. Basically, it heals that much. So. The Discord orb.
How long that lasts, haven't they?
It's still like 8 or 10 seconds. So like it's still still gonna be enough for a soldier ult, still gonna be enough for a Reaper ult, even a Diva ult. So like,
I would say I think C tier.
Really?
Hasn't he only got like 150?
No, that was like at the beginning of the game. He has 200 now.
Yeah, no, I would say C because if you're thinking about it, if you were to look at B,
but he's not as bad as Ana though.
No, he's better than Ana, but he's not on the same tier level as like McCree, Torpidron, because you need to have such good aim, the same as Ana. If you can't aim, you're not going to hit any of your shots.
See, okay, so here's the thing. I kind of compare Zen's orbs to Sigma's orbs. However, Zen's has a way better range.
But Sigma's bounce off things, and Sigma has a lot more than just, I'm going to hit you with an orb.
Yeah, but you can only have 2. You frickin' shoot, and then you gotta wait, shoot, and then you gotta wait, shoot, and then you gotta wait.
Yeah, but then while you're doing that, you've got a shield up, you've got other teams doing stuff, you can throw a rock, you can stop projectiles coming towards you. Zen is one of the most squishiest characters.
Honestly, I really want to keep him in B. Because...
But again, we're going to look over all these.
Okay, alright. Okay. Oh god.
Healing wise, ridiculous. She can't heal. There's no point. Don't play her. Because like, I know they've brought it up to like 3, but it's like a shield. It's not really healing. She can self heal really well because she throws around that long pole.
It's like Torbjorn's shields when he used to have them. That's what she has.
And I'm like, her ult is crap.
Okay. Hear me out with this. I feel like she should be in B.
No.
Let me tell you why. I was playing Bridget the other day when we were playing Overwatch. And I literally did not die.
Yeah, she can keep herself alive, but she doesn't really do much for the team.
She doesn't do much healing for the team, but she honestly can carry herself.
Okay, if we're going to look at stuff like that, then look back at Zen.
Okay.
Zen can't carry himself. He's easily killable. Vegeta, no, she's not. But if you're looking at support, which is what we mainly looked at with Zen with his ult, which mainly puts him at B, she's C. She's not better than support. She's crap. If we were talking about Vegeta when she first came out, she'd be F tier.
Right.
She's lucky she's.
I'm gonna put her below Ana simply because her ult isn't as good as hers.
Yeah, no. If it came down to the worst ult in the game, I would definitely have to say probably Vegeta's. Because no one, I feel, what does it even do? It just makes you like what? A little bit of shield, a little bit of damage.
It gives you more damage. It constantly heals your team. It gives you basically like a constant Lucio like boost heal.
But it doesn't do it at Lucio's level. It isn't really.
It's almost as much as him.
No.
When she actually hits
on her ult,
when she hits someone, it does more than what Lucio can do. And it's like her hammer like swings faster, I think, when she ults, but yeah, I would say C. Let's see, yeah.
Now I don't like Echo. However, she's really good. She's 8 at 100%. Because they're yet to debuff her. But she can literally like take out tanks, you know. Because as soon as she does her little explosions and hits you a little bit and you're 50% health, that beam, you're gone. A couple seconds, you're gone. Can't compete with it.
Mm-hmm.
And her ult as well, not only does it give her like the ult of another character within like 2 seconds, when she comes back, she's got full health again.
Mm-hmm.
She technically couldn't die if you play her well enough. So I'm going to stick with what I said, 80, 100%.
Yeah.
All right, that was quick. Tracer now. I mean,
let me speak about this. Let me speak about this because I consider myself a Tracer main. So, I think there's a lot of problems with Tracer currently, and she used to be really, really good. But there's a lot of problems with her currently that I feel like it's warranted to put her at high C.
I agree.
Okay, so what's wrong with Tracer, right? Her pulse bomb does not do enough damage, right? Yeah. She doesn't have enough health. There's not enough rounds in her magazine.
And her cooldown for her like retract is way too long.
However, she did get like a small buff with her blink, so I feel like her blinks are balanced now, definitely. Her recall should be the cooldown for her recall should be like shortened by a couple seconds.
Yeah.
What's good about Tracer is if you get in close with someone, they're going to die. She can hold a point really well.
She can also flank really well as well.
She can. She's one of the best flankers, I think.
But she's just so easily. Like, I know what you say, if you're a good Tracer, you can avoid stuff, but it's very hard to find a good Tracer now.
Oh my god, dude. I think Tracer's one of the hardest characters to play, honestly. There's not a lot of good Tracers.
Yeah, I think CT is good, but if they fix her up, she could easily be 80 if they fix her up.
Yeah, I feel like
Even an
if
S tier push.
they increased her pulse bomb to like
Take out
maybe
like a
to
tank.
how it was before, I think it was like 450 damage, but now it's only like 300.
Like I remember back in the days where you could like if you, Azaria and the Tracer use their ults together, you would take out like a whole team.
Yeah, the whole
But
team.
unfortunately,
Right.
you can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
We'll keep her
I
in
like
sync.
it.
Yeah.
Ash. Ult, it's all right. However, people have got so used to it, they know how to handle Bob now.
Right.
She's really good at damage wise. Her fire is really good. I think that's a really good add-on because no other character really has something like that.
She has a
Yeah,
boop.
what's that?
She has a boop.
Yeah, she has a boot.
And that boop can also launch her upwards quite a lot.
And even though she has like really small health, she can stay back and do
Yeah.
a lot of damage.
Yeah, I would say
well,
she's definitely better than any of. She's the best sniper, honestly.
Yeah, and as well, she doesn't have to be close to use her ult. She can make her ult go to you,
Right.
which is again really good. You know, so I think B tier is perfect for her. Really. Okay,
Mercy. God, I hate what they've done to Mercy.
Yeah, if it was her old ult, she'd be S tier. 100%.
Yeah,
It's
and
that,
her old healing too. Like,
yeah. I would say she's like B tier.
I want to put her in C.
No, because they took that time it takes for her. Oh no, they didn't. Well, I don't know. Like, it depends if you know how to play Trace. If you know how to play Mercy. Because when I play Mercy, I know how to quickly get between different people and heal people differently, whilst also going in between damage and health.
Here's the problem with Mercy, though. Here's the problem. She used to be the one that heals the fastest. She's not the fastest healer anymore, though.
No, it's Lucio.
So, and her main gimmick is healing. Like with Lucio's, it's healing and being fast and annoying. Hers is just healing.
Well, no, and damage boost. Forget that.
Well, damage boost. Frickin' that damage boost doesn't do anything, bro.
It does if you play it on the right character. If you play damage boost with a Bastion, for instance, get through a Reinhardt shield in less than 5 seconds. I'm going to say end of B tier. As someone who plays Mercy, I would say that when it comes down to who heals better between Ana, Brig, and Mercy, it's going to be Mercy. You know?
Okay, we'll keep, yeah.
And
okay,
as well,
fine.
she's
All
really good at getting to people. She can do a whole like fly to you really quickly. And her new ult is actually pretty good if you're taking a point.
Yeah.
Like mass healing.
I
We'll
guess.
talk about it later.
Okay. Sombra.
Sombra. I don't like Sombra because of the fact that she can just go invisible and like you don't know where she is. Right?
Right.
In like limited elimination when people play her. But other than that, like she doesn't really do that much. When she comes back, she makes a massive noise, so you know she's there. If they were to add it to when she comes out of invisible mode, she doesn't make a sound, she'd be a lot higher on the tier. But because of the fact when she comes back, she goes, "I'm over here." You know, you can turn around and get her. You know.
I think they've definitely. I think Sombra is one of the most balanced characters ever. Honestly, her cooldown for her abilities is non-existent. Basically, she doesn't, and like there's no timer for her abilities either. Like how she was before when she first got released.
Or what? She only had about 15 seconds.
I think the only bad thing is what you were saying about when she comes out of invisibility, and that she doesn't do enough damage unless you're constantly hitting headshots.
Yeah. And like ranged as well. If you
totally.
Away, it's barely any.
Yeah.
Hardly anything here. I agree with. I would actually say C tier because Sombra is really good for sneaking around, getting to a point, and taking people out if she needs to. Because her ult as well can very easily win a game. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's who I was playing with, but we were playing, and we were playing on the temple map, and Diva went to use their ult. Everyone put their shield up. In comes Sombra, does her ult, and we win the game.
Oh
You know?
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So I would say C tier, definitely. She's not on the same
Also,
level.
I think she's just as good as like a tracer for flanking as well.
Yeah.
Because like there's an like in a 1v1 close range between a Sombra and a Widow, she's gonna end up winning.
Yeah. As well as that, the fact she goes invisible on a lot of chokes where they need to see you come through it,
Right.
she can get, and she can teleport above things and go through windows. Like, she's good at the game. Like, I would say, if they fix a little bit of her damage, she could be up on like V8. But
Yeah.
Okay, Genji. His ult needs to be like really precision attack, but he's easily killable. I would say. Why you put him in it?
No one on console plays Genji well.
But if you were to put Genji against, oh no, true. If you put Genji against most people,
There's no
Well,
reason
that-
why you should lose a 1v1 against Genji unless he's right in your face.
yeah. I think the only thing that's like that Genji can pretty much always have the upper hand on Bastion. That's it.
Yeah, I would say probably Bastion because there's not a lot of counters that Bastion there's nothing in his arsenal with Bastion that can counter Genji. Genji is built to be a counter for Bastion.
The thing though is I'm a Genji. I used to be like a Genji main.
Also, you're a degenerate.
I just think they need to improve the. No, I think he isn't that good anymore. I think with all the other characters getting all these other crap, you know, you can hack him, he's gone. You know, fucking Winston can very easily beat a Genji because
Right.
his like electric things go through his deflect, and his deflect. You know, the only thing that's good about his deflect is he can deflect orbs, like Moira's orb. He can deflect that. I would say D tier. I think you're being a little bit harsh on it.
He can deflect Moira's orb,
Yeah, damage orb.
but he can't deflect like
He can deflect Reinhardt's hammer swing as well.
what? His swing or his fire strike?
Yeah.
Okay, so
You have to know how to play him. You have to. The thing is, though, is the annoying thing with Genji is it's little kids play him, and they ruin the game for everyone else because they're like, "Look at me, I'm a ninja," and then they just die. Ruin the game.
they think they're Naruto.
Okay, Symmetra. If you were to ask me this like a week ago or a couple of weeks ago, I would have said F. But I've come to like the past couple of weeks at how overpowered she is. She is like S tier.
I want to put her in low B simply because there's not a lot of people that know how to play her.
Yeah, but at the same point, she can take out a Reaper. She can take out a Soldier. If she knows how to play the game, she can take anyone out. It's just people don't play her because of what she used to be when she used to be in the support, even though she only self-healed. You know?
I'll put her low A.
Okay, that's fine.
Because she's not that good.
Well, if she places her turrets well and she's there to like attack them at the same point of them trying to destroy these turrets with good teleports out, that's it.
See, here's the problem though. I'm gonna keep her in low A simply because literally all of these people will beat her.
True, but I think the only thing that's good about her, another thing that's good is her turret goes down now as well.
Yeah.
Like if she gets you in a good trap, that's it. If her turrets were to target multiple people at once, it'd be the end of the world.
Right.
I agree with you with that. I agree with where you put that. Okay, Hanzo. You don't like Hanzo. His ult is alright, but very easily avoidable because it's so slow.
And the beast hunts for its prey.
Yeah. And if he had his scatter arrow, he'd probably be like, beat it. But when they got rid of that and added the whole, I'm going to throw a couple arrows at you really quick to do no damage, he is pretty useless now. And if someone in your team plays harm, you're probably not going to win. So I do agree with you on F tier.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much more we can say. Widow. The thing is, though, is you don't really have to be PC. No, what are you doing? No, Widow's good, dude.
No.
We have seen some pro Widows in our time. I would say C tier. I think it'd be a bit high.
Man.
I would say C tier. It's not a character you should play, but if you actually have someone that knows how to play Widow and plays Widow, even on attack, she can stick really far back and just start hitting people off. If she can headshot up to like 300 health, that's good half of the thing. She is C tier, 100%. I think the only thing wrong with her is the fact that her ult is probably the most pointless thing in the world. Like, I can see through.
See, when you said that Brigitte had the worst ult, I was thinking of Widow.
Yeah, no, I take back my statement about Brigitte. I do think though that Widow could easily like take out Tracer, Ana, Vegeta, Sombra.
Okay, well, I don't know about even Tracer. There's not a lot of times where Widows. Okay, so personally, from my experience with playing Tracer and flanking Widows all the time, there's not a lot of times where Widow have killed me. Like I can maybe count 4 times possibly when they've just flicked me. Like luckily,
if we look into it, if the Widow's in a good spot, the Widow can take out Soldier, Reaper, Junkrat, Baby Diva, Baptiste, May, Doomfist, Echo, Symmetra, Mercy, Tor, McCree, Zenyatta, Ash. If she gets a headshot, she's going to take them all out. If you have someone that...
But you have to be able to hit that. That's the biggest thing.
That's the main thing with a lot of characters, though. Like Zen, you've got to be able to hit your balls. You know? A lot of characters rely on having good aim. But even then, it's not. You can't say, she's a bad character. She's not. You just got to be skillful to play her. The same thing you said with Tracer. I would say C tier. I would push more, but you'll be like, no, doing that. Okay, let's move on before we start having like a seizure. All right. Bastion. I'm going to let you choose.
Bastion used to be a noob character to pick, a noob hero to pick. And recently in higher elo competitive games, Bastion has been really good. Because people have realized that, like, hey, Bastion Reinhardt combo, shield, that's not the only thing that you can do with them. So
I saw a clip on Reddit and it was Bastion, like, if you play in well with other characters, like if you had Symmetra to teleport Bastion up to a high place above the team, you can wipe them all out. If you had Mercy and Orisa use their ults, his damage is through the roof. I would say B, maybe A later, we'll have to see, but B tier for now for sure.
Okay.
Moira, I'm going to say S tier. Yeah, easily. Because she
does so much damage. She does so much damage.
Yeah, and as well as that, she heals quite decently as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like let's say Baptiste. Well, actually,
she self-heals basically the same way as Reaper does.
Yeah.
She almost has the same amount of tracking as Symmetra.
I would say the only thing bad is her ult. I would say bottom of S tier. Because of her ult.
Yeah,
because if you look at Reaper and Soldier, they pretty much have perfect ult.
Right.
Whereas Moira just throws beam. You have to target one person. It's not really a group thing unless you get another ult to help you out. Whereas Soldier and Reaper, if they play well, they can use that ult and take out people without the help of another assisted ult.
Yeah, with Moira, it's kind of like the only way that you're going to end up killing people is if you have to trap them with her ult. It's going to do a lot of damage in a short amount of time, But with Moira, you have to be like perfect combo. These two, Zarya and Moira. That would be great for a Moira, and it's great for a lot of these characters. But Moira, like, it's honestly even better simply because her ult. Not only if you're firing into a crowd and you're behind the enemy, if you're behind your team's line, you're also healing and damaging the team immensely. If you ult with Moira and you're healing your team, they're not gonna die.
And one thing I like as well is, since Moira's come out, they haven't had to fix anything. When she entered the game, she was a good character. You know, like, and I think, there are things that they could maybe, like, put a bit down on, like the amount of damage that her orb does, maybe. But other than that, she's a really good character. And I think Moira is one that, like, you should always have a Moira on your team, I think.
I think the only thing that they've nerfed with Moira so far is the healing when she's sucking the life out of you.
Yeah, no, because it used to be at a point where she would not die.
Yeah. Okay, so Roadhog.
I think for tanks, he's one of the best. He's got the most health in the game. His hook can stop ults, right?
Mm-hmm.
His ult himself, it used to be better, but even still now, it can push people away, push people off the edge. He heals 50% of his health, and he gets that back every, like, 7 or 8 seconds, you know?
Yeah.
I would say
I've played Roadhog a lot. He's one of my most played tanks. It used to be D.Va, but he's one of my most played tanks simply because of how fast he can shred through shields.
Yeah. And as well, like, his hook has such reach, it's unreal. Like, I've seen them hook like fairies out of the sky.
It used to be better because of the whole, like, glitch.
His turret, but it doesn't do that anymore.
Well, I mean, yeah, but also, like, the glitch where, like, you could hook them and they're behind a wall and it pulls them around the wall. It doesn't do that anymore. Or sometimes
it's still really good.
Also with Roadhog, if you hook a Reaper, there's like a 50% chance that you're not going to end up killing him.
Yeah, but at the like, but that's what I mean. Like with a Roadhog, if Roadhog's here when Reaper does the ult stops.
Right, but Roadhog is really a really good character. But like any squishy, he can take out really really fast.
And as well, if you know his hook, I've seen Roadhog's hook like tracers, you know, and overall, and as well, what's good is how they evened him out by making sure he had long range and close range damage.
Yeah.
2 different shots. So yeah, no, I think S tier is the best place for
Lucio.
S tier.
Can I put him at the top of A?
No,
I have.
Okay.
Remember my Overwatch video. I had a specific complaint about Lucio. Lucio, number 1, he doesn't do as much healing as he did when the game first released. The only thing that Lucio has bad about him, right, is that he doesn't have the range as what he used to have. If this was like day 1 Lucio for like the year and a half after that, I would definitely put him in S. However, with this ring, and that it doesn't like he doesn't do as much healing as he used to, I have to put him top of A.
Okay, I fine. Yeah, we'll do that.
Because his range when he was healing, like in the beginning of the game, was insane. How far he could heal,
and as well, he can help the team go quick, and he's quick and tell.
right?
But he can also hold points ridiculously well.
He also got a buff that I would say probably before this buff that I'm going to speak about, I would probably put him at the bottom of A. But his wall riding, he can go backwards when he's wall riding, and when he jumps off, he gets a tiny little speed boost after he jumps off. That's next level.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I think if they maybe just gave him a little bit more healing, then yeah, he would be S tier.
If they would give him a little bit more damage, even he would be S tier.
Well, his damage is still good. Like he's really good as well. If someone's running away in the low health, he can go and hit him, and he shoots 3 at a time. It's like I said, it's not the best, but it fits in quite well. But anyway, guys, we're quickly just going to look over quick, and we'll be back with our result in a minute. Let's have a look.
So, guys, we took a look at some stuff, and we decided to go ahead and move Baptiste down to B, simply because he is not on the same level of support as, like, Lucio. And I mean, Moira, Mercy. I mean, he barely beats Mercy on support. Damage wise, keeping people alive, he can be at the top of B. But we also decided to move Bastion to the end of B because he's not that good on attack half the time.
Yeah.
And then we decided Sigma, yeah.
And Larissa.
With Sigma, it was like we decided that there was a couple people on here that if he ends up getting up close and personal with people, he's gonna end up losing the battle because his you have to like pre-fire almost with his orbs where they're going to be going for them to actually do damage, because again, his splash damage does not do enough damage. You have to hit them direct on them. So like if people like Tracer that could do like 300 damage in one magazine, then like, you know, you're going to end up dying. Sigma's going to end up dying. And then with Orisa, we ended up moving her to C because she's not
as good as she used to be. She's just falling down.
Pretty much.
She has to rely on having other good teammates. Like, you very rarely see an Orisa do a 1v1 and succeed against most characters in the game.
Right. Also, like, I don't know if this has a play in it, but Orisa, like, if you get her in like a mystery 1v1, this is the most boring fight in the world.
Yeah, you just get closer and closer together.
Yeah.
Until one of you's next to it, and then that's it. Yep. All right, guys. Well, I think that ends the video. Please, feel free to hit the subscribe button below, like and comment the video for more Next Generation videos coming out soon. Just want to apologise about the delay in podcast. We should have something coming out in the coming weeks. We've been a bit occupied. Kiwis, you got anything?
No, not necessarily. Nope, I do not.
Cool. Well, to finish things off, we're going to leave a link in the description to our Twitch channel to get back up and running. So please go give that a follow, put notifications on, and you'll see myself streaming on there, and hopefully Ish will be there as well. But yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you agree with our tier list. If you don't, leave it below in the we messed up. But yeah, I hope you have an amazing week, and we'll see you all soon.
Goodbye.